Would you say you're sufficiently hyped at this moment? Check out Patreon to get a week ahead. This is Naruto Shippuden episode 343. It's like Lindsay's literally shaking and has been for the last 2 episodes. You guys all know what's going on. Leave a like, subscribe, check out Patreon if you want to see more. Support the official release as always. Don't come here to watch Naruto, come here to hear what we have to say. Make sure you show some support for this incredible series. Let's go.
I'm so stressed out.
344, not 343. Oh god. So you got an evil Kakashi with a Rinnegan, and you have fucking Madara Uchiha.
So you defied the reanimation jutsu. That is so like you.
More importantly,
His lines are back on his face.
So long?
Why is that Madara over here right now?
Good question.
I thought there was a whole battle.
This one is a shadow clone as well. Where is the original?
He can...
Hey, Naruto, with him here, that must mean...
What's happened to everyone over there?
Okay, we didn't even see that.
I asked you what happened!
We didn't even see the end of that fight.
Sana.
That none of them are doing too well.
That's cool.
Kabuto.
Ooh. Not expecting this vibe.
Yeah, for this part of the story, neither was I.
Like, I kind of like it, but I'm also kind of like...
I wish we could have watched this earlier, but it's way too spoilery. That first part just really spoils the whole, series long reveal. It's like Reen floating in blood, it looks like, and then the masked guy, like... Okay, here we go. So, not doing too well.
Alive.
Summoning jutsu!
Oh, this genius.
Lady Tsunade! Katsuya, a favor, please. Yes, ma'am. I'll reattach you right away. No, don't. My lower body can wait a bit longer. But first, bring the other kage to me. I know that I can still save them.
Save yourself first.
Faster than the curse mark chains can wrap around.
Detach it.
I'll return that, since it's yours.
Ah! Ah! Oh my god! That sound design.
It's just not even a problem. Not even a problem at all.
I can finally move.
I don't know how much you can help, honestly.
And that.
Is he gonna be pissed?
You launched that plan half-baked before you could even take the 8 and 9 tails in.
Knows Obito's plan is their relationship.
And is that also the reason why I was revived in this form? Well, then again, knowing you, I'm sure that you must have something in mind. What have you been up to till now? Where is Nagato? You were supposed to find the right moment and bring me back with Rinne Rebirth. That was the agreement.
You had one job.
He betrayed us both. He revived the Leaf Villagers.
Can't depend on any of you. But never mind. It's still not too late.
That voice acting is so good.
I'll capture the 8 and 9 tails now.
Could you imagine if this just ended with him just no problem at all catching both of them and ending the world? I wouldn't even be mad.
Those
After all this.
Uchiha reflection.
Okay, so now we don't attack him at all, ever.
I am getting 8 and 9 tails. Obito, you take those two down.
Obito, what happened to you? Why'd you join him?
Why?
Am I dead? Where am I?
Oh,
Between this
did he
life
just
and
die
the
because
next,
he was
I am
old?
Uchiha.
Those eyes. No way, Gramps. You're an Uchiha too?
Well,
Gramps as in the Japanese.
Yeah.
He rescued me? But wait, you said between this life and the next.
His arm's gone.
Where
Yeah.
exactly is that?
It's
And
like
besides, Gramps,
stapled.
who in the world are you? Don't tell me you're actually Death himself. You know, the guy who escorts people to heaven or to hell.
He has a scythe. That was his other weapon.
Really?
Yeah, he had the giant fan and then a scythe on a chain.
I was right. You're Death for sure, the Grim Reaper for the Uchiha clan. Wait, I lived my life by the creed of helping elderly people. Sure, I caused a lot of mischief and broke rules all the time, but I'm certain the balance on the scale tips on the positive side. Please.
Why are they making him so likable?
simple fact that you are able to feel such pain means that you are still alive. However, it's incredible those boulders did not crush you.
It is
It's
incredible.
almost as if you passed right through them.
So where did you find me?
Inside of an underground passageway that I had created, collapsed next to some crumbled rock. I patched you up as best I could, but
Are you saying that you saved me, Gramps? Well, thank you.
it's too early to thank me just yet. And besides, I still intend to have you repay your debt to me. Helping the elderly is your motto, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so, but what do you want me
Looks
to
like a
do?
little caterpillar.
Help you with bathroom stuff?
That would be good.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't stay here forever. Now that I know I'm alive, I've got to get home to the Leaf Village. There's a war going on. My shouting gun is finally awakened, so I can protect my comrades better now.
He just wanted to go back.
Protect your comrades better.
What's wrong?
I am afraid with the body you have now, your life as a shinobi is over.
No. But I finally just got this eye. My combination attacks will be even better now.
Combination with Kakashi.
Thought so. Even his smell is gone. We'll have to locate him by the slightest hint of sound.
There's a theory that Kakashi's mom was an Inuzuka, like Kiba's clan. That's why he can smell, and that's why he summons dogs.
Dogs?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm not dead yet.
If that were now, I wouldn't have let it happen.
It's so amazing because this is one of those things that was clearly planned from the very beginning of the series. So that's why it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
You know, like from the beginning, this was what it was.
Yeah.
They knew from the beginning when
The
they were
fact
writing
that they
it.
even mentioned him in part 1.
Early in part
Yeah.
1. Like episode 30 or something. Like,
Will protect my comrade.
it's so crazy. And it's what makes it so well done. It was just incredibly well written. Sorry, I feel bad for not talking a lot or for talking over this or whatever. Like, I'm kind of torn, but
Yeah.
we've seen this and we haven't been talking very much for these reacts because it's just been so crazy. So sorry for people who come for our commentary.
Gotcha.
Oh, we get to see the fight again? Because you mentioned the combo attack.
This was really good.
This.
So satisfying.
That's an incredible combo.
Wake Wake up to reality. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility.
What's up with this old man?
Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept
So-
of victor, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated. Normally.
Great, he started a lecture. Old people go on forever once they start. So, where are we now, anyway?
In exchange for
Ed.
you getting injured, another or others were saved. Isn't that so?
I think that you're a great Johnny.
It's actually
It's true.
incredible that he
How I
didn't
really
die,
feel.
considering that rock fell on him,
Please accept
and like both his arm and potentially seemingly also his leg on that side got destroyed, but his skull remained intact.
A miracle.
Take care.
But it's as if he passed right through it.
Yeah.
Perhaps
But-
a latent activation of his Kamui even before he got the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah.
Rin, take my hand!
Just when Kakashi and I were starting to get along, and I never got to tell Rin that I love her. I just wish that I could have spent more time with everyone. Look, just shut up already! I can't stay in here with you for too long, old man. I gotta get...
You may leave if you really want to.
Kind of disturbing to see him so old.
Right? I mean, how old is he there? He must be like 80?
There's something weird about this. A geezer with shouting gun doing here all by himself.
What is that?
100?
All geezers and grannies in the Hidden Leaf Village. I've never seen him around before.
He knows all the old people.
This guy currently is an elite shinobi. Which means... Hey, Gramps. I bet you're a rogue ninja, aren't you? Who are you?
What is this, like, chords?
He's using VR.
I am merely an Uchiha ghost. I am Madara Uchiha.
How you just said it. And you got this crazy backdrop and a
Madara
throne.
Uchiha, my ancestor? Madara is supposed to have died ages ago.
You're more likely to believe that I'm the Grim Reaper, is that what you're saying? Well, I guess that I just might be death in a sense. For truly this reality is a hell. I am a cheater of death, who would without a doubt be dead in no time at all, if I were not continuously siphoning chakra from the ghetto statue behind me.
Hashirama's cells.
And
This is
that-
where all the white Zetsu were.
And, like, the mask.
There are no exits from here. And in any event, neither you nor I are able to leave this place right now. Move and the synthetic Hashirama tissue I took the trouble of
See,
attaching.
it's like all
will kill off.
twisted up.
Synthetic Hashirama tissue he took the liberty of attaching.
There are a lot of
So it's
things
gonna
that I
start
would like to
growing
do for
back. Is that what
the
he
rest
did?
of our lives. I went to great pains to save you. Do not rush to your death.
What does a crazy geezer like you even want from a brat like me anyway?
I want to sever the fate of this world. A world of only victors, a world of only peace, a world of only love. I will create such a world.
So what? Who cares? I just want to go back home to everyone.
And as I told you, things in this world simply do not go as planned. If you really want to die so badly, then go ahead. But I shall be taking that Sharingan of yours.
But why do you want my eye? You already have a shouting gun of your own.
Actually, my original eyes are currently on loan to another person. This one is just a spare that I transplanted later. And I would like to have a few more to keep in stock. I do not have a right eye
Nagato.
yet. And only with two together can the Sharingan's true power be unleashed.
And that means if I team up with Kakashi, we'll both be even stronger. And we'll be able to protect Pain properly together. I definitely can't stay here.
He doesn't even want it back. He just wants to team up.
Kakashi, Green, I'm alive!
How fucked up is that vision? Oh my god.
New ED?
I'm gonna watch it in double speed. Just 1 second. If you want to talk about something, you can.
No, I'll just save it.
Are you sure? You don't have anything to say?
That was really sad. That last little bit. He's like crawling across the ground. And it's so heartbreaking because in all these flashbacks you can clearly see he's just such a, like a pure soul.
Yeah.
You know? Like genuinely. Like he gets told that the Sharingan can only be like fully used when you have both of them. And instead of thinking, oh, I have to get mine back from Kakashi, he's like, great, me and Kakashi can be an ultimate team because we'll be so in sync, we'll both have one of the same pair of Sharingan. It's just so sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Yeah, that's all. That last shot, I forgot.
He's like
crawling and he looks like it reminds me of some human centipede type shit where he's like trapped there. And it's for his own good. Like he would probably die if he was gone.
Yeah.
But like, oh my.
It's just
God.
Yeah, that last part
where he just wants, all he wants to do is go back home. He just wants to go home. And he's trapped here.
He's like literally destroyed. He's lost one of his arms. He's completely
lost an eye,
taken down. And it's like not even phasing him at all because all he wants to do is go back and be even better than before.
Yeah, and protect his friends. That's all he wants.
And he's not like, he's like nothing about, like he's not even like he's obviously phased. He's angry, but he's more just frustrated that he's still there. Mm-hmm. That he can't be like doing what he wants to be, you know? And fucking Madara just like, I was wondering how he died. I guess he maybe just got too old.
He is preserving his life with chakra from the ghetto statue.
But I guess that seemingly can't last forever. So I guess what my thing is, what happens is when he dies, he tells Obito to use Nagato and the Rinnegan
when the time is right
to bring him back later on,
because he
and
can't
that's why
do anything as an old man.
No. So that's what that makes a lot of sense because it was like I was thinking like, oh, he just like had this whole plan in place in case he got killed, but like, how did he get killed? Also, was he old? Like, what was his deal?
Turns out he probably planned to die.
Straight up completely old, and he seemingly just kidnapped this kid for the purpose of using him so that he could come back later.
Yeah.
And he has the ghetto statue all set up. He has like already all that stuff in there. I don't know what like those other things. Can we look at those?
Those white things hanging.
Yeah,
from the
are those
tree.
like early versions of a white Zetsu?
I'm just waiting for the file to scrub along here.
And his mask was inspired by one. I want to get a look at the other one. I was looking to see, this kind of even looks like his other I was just looking to see.
It's like Batman.
I was just looking to see, because like this is like clearly
the swirly eye one.
That one, and then his other one sort of had like black, right? Like
the other one's like hole in the middle, hole here, and then a hole here.
No, not his current one. The
tiger-looking one?
Yeah. I was looking to see if maybe that was like inspired by that other thing that we saw there. Fucking Madara, just like...
So he just preserved himself on that, probably because he was mortally wounded from the battle, and then and he got older and older and just plugged himself in, and now he can't leave here. It's just by happenstance that somebody stumbled in.
Yeah.
You know?
And the fact that he only has one eye now...
Yeah, it was a reserve because he gave his Rinnegan. He awakened his Rinnegan. Who knows when he did it? Whenever Nagato's like a baby, and not being watched somehow, or like a toddler. Swiftly put him under a genjutsu, replaced his eyes. Who knows how he did it, but he did it, and then he just had a spare from when he was probably an Uchiha.
It's still so crazy to me that the Rinnegan is just another level of Sharingan.
Yeah.
Because when it gets introduced, it's like, oh, he is like the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths because he has been basically like blessed with these eyes. Like they have just like come to him. So he's like the chosen one because of that. But actually, old man Madara just picked a child, put him in there. It wasn't like in a way it was like fated or destiny, but it wasn't he was
Nagato wasn't the miracle that everyone thought he was, but on his own, he ended up being that. He created that destiny for himself and got that influence from himself, but it was because he got the Rinnegan as part of this greater scheme.
Mm-hmm. And Madara just had, like, all these plans.
He planned it out from when fucking Nagato was a baby, so that he would grow up in this war-torn country and then fight to create peace or you know, like form, you know, get involved in some way and
seemingly
rise to the top because he had those powers, you know?
Yeah. That's... I loved that line when he was like, oh yes, you can't depend on anyone or whatever. Like, when he's like, oh yeah, Nagato betrayed us, and he's like...
I can't depend on anyone, can you?
Or whatever he said. It was...
I can't depend on any of you, basically, yeah.
That was so...
That was just incredibly acted. But, you know, like, Madara's voice actor is on another level.
This is why I'm also so glad that we're watching in English.
You're so right, I'm so wrong. You're 100% right. This is so great. The voice acting's so good. Having Ed as young Obito and the new guy is old Obito.
I feel like I'm even more sympathetic to Obito just specifically because he reminds me of it. And weirdly enough, like all the lines are like shit, like they sound like they're actually just, he's literally just Ed.
Well, he's like a main character thing, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that like... I think I'm just so happy.
Isn't this the best?
Switched.
Isn't this the craziest shit?
And this is the best because I know a lot of people love the pain arc, but I was like at that point I was so stressed out that I was like angry about it, and like I was like I wasn't like scared but also excited. I was just like, I hate all of this. But this, I feel like I've like been more relaxed and like just like getting more hyped up about the show to the point that now I can like be stressed out about it, but also really excited about it. And that as well.
When he unclipped the fan and threw it to him, and then without even looking he threw it, and then without even looking he caught it and started using it.
I also love how Madara comes back and he's just like, basically, he's like thinking, like, it's kind of the attitude of like, I'll deal with you later.
Basically, yeah.
Like, he doesn't say that, but you can tell he's
You're going
pissed
off
at him.
Obito.
But he's pissed off at him, but that's a problem for another day. His plan is in motion, but he's also pissed off as well that he took the liberty of starting up the 10 tails incomplete, and he can immediately tell it's incomplete because the fucking 8 tails and 9 tails are standing right in front of him, and he rolls up, he just sees that, and
I'm
he's
the greatest
just like,
dancer in the world, and you're not sticking to my choreography, Obito. What the fuck is the matter with you?
And Tsunade is chopped in half, by the way. We like briefly saw that, and she's trying to like save everyone else, and it's like, you're in half. Like,
right, that's a small
heal yourself, and then heal them.
She's chopped in half and her other half is like fucking 20 feet away.
I'm so happy that she was able to summon Katsuyu. I was just like,
she must have dug deep for that summoning, because summoning takes a lot of your chakra.
Yeah.
Good God. I love that, by the way. Okay, so the thing with the 5 Kage versus Madara fight, now that it's over, it's in my book, if we can just talk about it, it's a really disappointing fight to me in general. A lot of the fight I remember as being badass because of the opening, but the previous opening, when Nico touches the walls. all the best animation and all the best parts of that fight were in that opening, and just the way it's cut together, it seems really epic. And they cut there's a lot of big shit going on, so I don't blame it, but it's hyped up as this giant fight, and then for Madara to just show up at the other one, and Naruto's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And you cut, and it's just over. Like, we cut away from that fight mid-fight, it's just over.
But at the same time, he's been, like...
I'm saying I like it. I'm saying I like that.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you were disappointed
The fight
in
itself, watching the fight itself, a lot of people are disappointed. I'm generally disappointed in, like, the animation of the fight. There wasn't a crazy big Sakuga moment, but... overall, the way the fight is concluded, that reveal of Madara just showing up at the other battlefield, and then you cut back and they're all, like, on the verge of death.
I was gonna say, I like that a lot, because they weren't gonna win. It's been clear for a long time that they weren't gonna win. And then since he got brought... It was like, oh, the fight will be resolved only because he's released...
Yeah.
And not there anymore. But then he's not, and you're like...
Well, they're not
You know, and the thing is like... You can't make them put up more of a fight, or else you're decreasing Madara. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if Madara is as powerful as he is, you can't have the... Like, you can't have the Kage...
yeah.
Put up more of a fight than they did, because they put up an extremely good fight and had some great moments.
But the whole point of
is to show how powerful Madara is. And it's like it's like kind of disappointing that they couldn't do more, but at the same time, if they did do more, then it would like invalidate Madara. As what often happens, where it's just like, oh, it's Naruto versus the most ultimate guy we've ever seen so far, but Naruto just defeats it, or like whoever just defeats whoever.
With Ginkaku, it's like you can't hype them up as the most badass threat of all time, and then also just have these normal people destroy them right after. You hype them up too much, and then they don't perform, or you don't see them pull off any badass feats, then you don't respect their power. If the one guy shows up, you build him up for an entire series, and then he just gets like gets put on the ropes by the Hokage, then when he goes off to fight Naruto, it's like, okay, well, as long as the people with Naruto are strong enough to like put up at least an equal amount of fight, then they could possibly pull one over on him.
Yeah, what you want, and especially with the reveal that like it seemed like they were like putting up a good fight, but it actually turns out that they weren't at all, and he could have destroyed them at any time he wanted.
And there were multiple levels of that. It's like, oh, I let you get hit. I let myself get hit.
I literally let myself get hit just so I could flex on you.
And also this entire time that you've been like coming back from the brink of death and like, oh, the will of stone. My master told me that this is just a regular stone, and what matters is the heart beating in your chest and your will to survive. And then all that shit. After all that, he wasn't even using half of his power. His perfect Susanoo was a level beyond any Susanoo we've ever seen. It's like a level 4 Susanoo.
Plus, like, all of his other ones were, like, already undefeatable. So.
Exactly. And he had 25 previous, and you couldn't defeat that. The only reason that he got stopped was because of the reanimation. If it kept going on even before that, you know, like, it just... The whole point is that it shows how big of a threat he is.
I really like that they didn't damage that in any way, so that when we're coming into this next fight, and he shows up, I'm still thinking... I'm not thinking, oh, if they just do this, they'll defeat them. I'm thinking, how in the world can they even, like, begin to think about defeating him, you know? Right. Especially now he has his shield, which he didn't need. He already has the Susanoo, so, like, you know, like, what else is there?
It looks like a guitar. He's about to play off the end of the world real quick.
Yeah.
And do a good tap routine.
The design of Obito when he's all like wrapped up like that, he just looks so...
It's like the stapled like cloth. It's like there's a skin graft going on under there, because he put the fucking Hashirama's cells under there. Yeah.
And he's just like, he looks so rough.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't realize initially that, I guess it does come out a little bit more on this side.
It's hard at this angle, but when it gets to the other angle, it's like,
like, immediately I see that, and I'm like, oh, he has no arm. Fuck.
Man, he's such a good boy.
He's such a good boy.
And I'm so sad at how he's turned out.
must.
I mean, he would.
like.
I mean, at the same time,
that's
I'm
a
like,
lot between.
and then I'm like,
this
even just
then
being
and now.
trapped in here with this fucking creepy old man for God knows how long, with him just spouting off nonsense, and then him just being like, oh, by the way, the people you want to protect, well, too late, or so, like he's gonna like pull out some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It seems in your anger you killed her. No! That's what you're thinking? Something like that?
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed. We're moving right along. Leave a like, subscribe, check out Patreon. If you're already watching on Patreon, thank you very much for your support. We really appreciate it. See you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.